Hey everyone, welcome to the WIRA Daily Market Update. Sorry we missed you guys on Friday. It was a big day in the trading room and stuff, so we kind of called it a day. Not a lot happening anyways on Friday. So the real action was today. How's that start to the second quarter? Stocks are up. The S&P ended up about 32, 33 points. The Dow was up easily over 300. The NASDAQ looks like it's taking back that 7,800 level and holding. The S&P is easily over that 2,800. Now we're trading around that 2,850 level. Now remember, even though on your charts, this is one of the big lessons for you new traders. Even on your charts, even if it's not showing you anything technically here, you have these psychological numbers, round numbers, the 50s, right? 2,800, 2,850, 2,900, 2,950. These, for some reason, always have a gravitational pull to them. And what I mean by that is, for some reason, they seem to be inflection points. Whether they're big inflection points or small inflection points is, it's situational. But we're up around that 2,850. Actually, we're nice and over that 2,850. But this might be the breakout. This might be what we're talking about. Let's kind of summarize, okay? So we saw this happen back here, right, in December, and we kind of stood pat. We were in some couple of trades that we got stuck in, and we ended up losing them. But we licked our wounds, and we got back up on the horse and ride. We saw this capitulation, which we called on the live show, and we got involved, right? We knew things would move fast in this V rally. So this is where we picked up those 500% winners in a row. But we knew once we got up to that 2815 area, it was going to be tough work for the market, right? You had a lot of fear built into the market from November and December. On top of that, you had bad news coming through, right? We had that big, ugly retail number. We had China slowing down. We had rate hikes, this, rate that, all kinds of stuff going on in the news. And guess what? It turned out to be quite a battle. Now, this battle's not over by any means, but it is starting to look very promising. And so we stepped off the fast pedal. We pulled our foot off the gas and we kind of hit the brakes a little bit. And we used this time here to set up some trades. So let's talk about some trades here going forward, what we're in. So OIH was one of them. And we've been saying, as long as we're in this channel here, we actually moved this bar up today. It looks like we're breaking out of that channel. This is first, second shot, third shot. Let's see if we can get it over. Oil is just on fire right now, right? We've got spot oil easily over 61 bucks now. They closed at 61.60, 61.59 today. That was 2.5% run on oil. So the weight might be over on that, but we use this time to position, and we're real happy with that position. Then we got into a retail play we talked about, right? We got in that retail play back there when it had that bad, ugly report. And it's been a sideways trade for a while too. But again, we picked our spots and we picked them for technical reasons. Looks like we're getting that break off that retest of that support back there. And if we can get a break over this yellow bar, which is about 45.50, we should be off to the races, maybe 49.50 bucks real quick. So we're loving that play, our steel play. We are really loving the steel play, especially with the good news coming out of the trade talks, right? And you can see we've been kind of trading in this pattern here, but looks like we're starting to break out. We originally, when we took up this trade, we bought some $5 calls on this breakout back here. Right. And those, we got a little retrace, started to take off, but we got a little retrace. So what do? Do we give up on the trade? Do we bail? No way. We love this trade. We love this steel trade going forward. The $5 calls were all the way out to January. We bought leaps on those. Plenty of time on those. Price was right. We bought them. So what do? We added some $3 calls. These expire at the end of summer. These are about in the money. These are profitable already, and they are ready to rock. So you see, always with your trading, manage your trades and be smart about your trading, okay? Don't panic. Don't let little things throw you off your plan and all that. So you see, we're getting that breakout now. We'll see how far this goes, but we really love that steel trade. The Cloudera trade we've been talking about. Now, we've been saying it for the last few days since it had that bad earnings report. We're in the $30 calls all the way out to January. And those, they've lost a little value on paper, but not too much. And we think there's a move in Cloudera. So what we've done is we stood back and we're waiting to see this bottom confirm. Maybe this is a confirmation. But there's some ripe 1250s there that we're going to pick up, and we're going to double dip on this one. So we'll manage the trade again. We're in some other stocks here that we're trading within room and stuff we're not going to get into. But overall, this market is just fantastic. This is really positive today. You can see here's your final numbers. Let's get a refresh here to make sure we got the right numbers. And you can see there your Dow was up 329, your S&P up 32, your NASDAQ up just about 100, your Russell 2K was up 1%, and your VIX is still trickling down. VIX was your barometer, right? We talked about that over the last few weeks also too. 20 is when you start watching it. 25 is when it's starting getting ugly. And anything above that, you might want to pull the parachute. But we're not seeing that, right? And here we go. We're getting a little bit of the negative pieces now on CNBC. Things are only going to get tougher for Jerome Powell. Actually, it seems like he's gotten over a big hurdle. How about that Lyft IPO? Just got rocked today. Even with that big market today, it just couldn't pick up. That seems to be the way these IPOs go. This one was really overhyped. And we could see it too, and I'm sure you could see it too, that this one was just way overhyped. They lose about $900 million, and they're pricing at $75. Youch. And so let's see how things go going forward. We like the tone of the market. We like the way things are shaping up. As we've been saying, we believed that the retail was not as bad as the report said, and we put our money where our mouth is, and we're starting to pay off on that. Oil, we saw that move starting from oil a few weeks back, and we got positioned for that. Trade smart right now, okay? It's a stock picker's market, even with this big blow up. Some stocks had really good days, but there were a lot of stocks that had a really bad day today. In your FANGs, you had a loser in there. I forget which one it was. Let me see here. I think it was Netflix. But anyways, let's don't get too much into that. Your big stocks are leading, and that's important. But what was real important today was your banks. Your banks participated. Bank of America, all those good ones, they all participated today. So this is what we always talk about, building your portfolio, building your wealth. Diversification. We've always keep a nice little position in banks. We like Huntington Bank shares, HBAN, and we like Bank of America, BAC. If you want to go with the big dogs, Warren Buffett's favorite is Wells Fargo, WFC. But look, gang, let's call it an afternoon. It was a great, great day for trading. We're really looking forward to tomorrow. Let's see what happens on the overnight news. Let's see how the market digests this big run. But as far as the way things look right now, it's all systems go. And like we said a couple weeks ago, never short a dull market. This is what happens when you do. So stay ahead of the trade and trade your technicals and don't bite into the hype. We'll see you guys tomorrow after the market. Don't forget to read the disclaimer below. And if you need some help and if you want this kind of guidance that you see in our show sitting side by side with you every day, then click that link right below the WIRA link. All right, gang, we'll see you guys tomorrow after the market.